and I didn't make my video yesterday because I just didn't have time and it really sucked, and I still didn't really have time today, and I'm making it now, and I feel like my stomach is about to explode, but I don't know, it hurts. It feels like there's just a bunch of stuff in there that doesn't want to be in there, and it wants to come up, and it doesn't. Oh. But besides that, I am doing wonderful. And today I actually learned that I have an ancestor with the same birthday as me, and it's actually a pretty important ancestor in my family. In 1814, on September 15th, Joseph Mali was born. And Joseph Mali was the last one in my family to be born in Germany. He's the one that came to America. And his birthday is on the same day as mine. And he actually had a few sons, one of which being my grandpa's father, and my grandpa's two uncles, and I think he had a few daughters too. I don't really know about all of his children and stuff. I don't know a lot about my grandpa's family, really. Like, beyond my grandpa, the older people, we don't really learn much about them. I mean, I know some things about my grandpa's parents, like that they would have been able to walk under my outstretched arm because they were super short, and that is just cool. But my family came here from Prussia and started a farm in the mid 1830s, somewhere around the mid 1800s, I guess. And they started their farm near a German community, and then some of the family stayed there, some went to Dubuque. One of my grandpa's uncles went to Dubuque, where he died. One of my other grandpa's uncles stayed in the community where he grew up, and the other one came to Cooper, Iowa, and helped to found what's it called? Oh, I can't remember. The Franklin Township. He helped found the Franklin Township, which is one of the townships that isn't really even a thing that we know about anymore, but it's where Cooper is. There's a Franklin Township cemetery, and he founded that. He came and he built the house that my grandpa grew up in, and part of that house is still there. I've been inside the building my grandpa grew up in, which is just, they didn't have sinks or anything. I've seen the first car my family ever bought. My grandpa bought in 1947. He bought a brand new Ford pickup, and he still has it. And it would run, except one winter it mysteriously got fluid in the block and froze, and the block cracked, so it needs fixed. But that's so cool. He has all these old tractors. He's got tractors from before tractors were really even a thing. Those tractors are the ones where the engine were the horses. He doesn't have the horses anymore. They got old and died, and he got tractors to replace them with. But it's just so cool seeing all that. And my sister is getting married next August. And I believe around that same time, the farm that my grandpa lives on is going to become a century farm. Like, same month my sister's having her wedding, which is kind of cool. But that farm has been in my family for 100 years. My family's been in America for almost 200 years. My dad's family, at least. My mom's family has been here far longer than that. Like 1700. We were here. Yeah. But that's the Middletons, and the Middletons is probably a name that you've heard before. Middleton, like the one that married the prince. My grandma says that somehow I'm related to them, but, like, by our ancestors could have been related hundreds and hundreds of years ago type deal. Like, that's just crazy to me, too. But these people that came over from Germany, one of them was born on the same day as me. And then my grandpa's Uncle Bill, that I didn't even know was a person before today, was born on September 14th, which is the day before my birthday, and that is so cool. And then my grandfather's grandmother died exactly 90 years after his grandfather was born. What? I like my family's history, and I just learned a lot of crap off looking at this tombstone that's got like 8 names on it, something like that. And oh my god. And like looking around that cemetery, I saw other German names that I recognized. There was my family's the Mollys, there were Webkers, Weedrins, and a few others that are families that live around here, and it's just like, whoa. It was all right there in this town called Mount Caramel or something. I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced, but I saw the sign and I was like, Mount Carmel? What the kind of name is that for a town? But I went with it, and it was like actually really cool. Like looking at that tombstone for my great grandpa, I think. Double great? Yeah, double great? Yeah, double great. Looking at his tombstone, it was just like, yay tall for the one that was just for him, and not, there was the big one that was like as tall as me for for the family there, but just this little thing this old stone, you could barely read what was carved into it. Oh my god. Well, I made a video today, and it's a pretty long video, because my family excites me. So, DFTBA, my stomach still feels like crap.